Hi everyone, welcome back to Mystic Raven Tarot. Thank you for tuning in. This is going to be a February reading for Pisces. Sorry that I am so late with these last three videos. I have a lot going on, but I will be reading for your guys' sign first next month, so there's that. Happy Valentine's Day week. I hope things are going okay, especially with this Uranus-Mars transit. Alright, so let's get to it. Just a reminder, if you guys need to get a hold of me at all my contact info is in the description box. All right, Spirit Guides, please give me a message for Pisces for the month of February 2019. Okay, so some of you guys are a little bit overwhelmed in your home life, I'm hearing. It's like there's a certain way that you want things to look and go, and no matter what you do, it's not getting there. It's gonna start shifting. You're gonna start getting the upper hand on things, and things are gonna really like smooth out and start to calm down by the end of the month. It's almost like everything that you've been working towards or have plans or want to manifest is going to start showing up towards the end of the month, like the last week of February. Things might be a little bit rough and shaky the first 2 weeks, but then like after that second week, so after this week, things are going to start smoothing out a little bit. There might be a lot of like quick changes that happen. Let it happen. Go with the flow, you know, Pisces energy. Go with the flow and let it happen, because you will see that the more you fight against these changes, the more stagnant things are going to become. So just kind of go with the flow and roll with it. There's going to be a certain level of stability that comes, and I'm hearing the word like intelligence, but it's like weird because it's like through what you guys have gone through in the last few months, like really like in the last 3 months, has given you some new kind of insight or new ways to deal with things. You're not so all over the place anymore. When things come up, you're able to make like logical, quick decisions when you need to. You're not so much of letting your emotions like drive you to and fro. I'm hearing like this is one for the books. So like whatever it was that you guys have gone through, it's like now you're really able to I don't know, it's like you're able to step up and okay, I don't know if this makes sense. Become a leader. So it's like whatever it is that you've gone through and learned, and the trials and tribulations and all of that, it's brought you to this point where you're now going to be able to like lead other people, if that resonates. It's like you guys have been at many crossroads of like decision making of where to go, and you really listen to your intuition to make that decision. So like you're now able to step into this, right? You have your little book, you know. It's like a book of knowledge I'm hearing, and a lot of you guys, it's like because you went with the flow and you didn't fight, you got like a download of information pertaining to something spiritual about your situation. So it's like things were happening in the physical realm, but there was always something spiritual behind it. So it's almost like you guys really tuned in and tapped in, and so now you have this newfound knowledge, and you're gonna be able to use it again in the future, and even give like, excuse me, advice to other people because of what you went through. Some of you guys are going to find yourself into some new kind of partnership by the end of the month. Yeah, some of you guys, this is an actual relationship. Sorry, candles are going crazy. This is an actual relationship that you're going to be joining in. There's like fire energy, maybe like Leo, other water signs. Cancer is definitely here, like Cancer, Leo, Sagittarius. But there is like a partnership forming. This is something that you've put on the back burner for a while. So it either could be relationships in general you've thrown on the back burner, or it's somebody who you've had on the back burner for a while who's actually going to like come forward now, and you guys are actually going to be able to have the partnership that you wanted. Some of you guys, it's just some kind of like business thing, a business partnership coming through by the end of the month. But what I mostly feel, like 90%, is this is a love partnership. This person is really going to have a lot of the qualities and characteristics that you are looking for in a significant other. It's not going to be no like stagnation. This person's really going to be able to keep you on your toes, keep you thinking. Conversation is really good. It's not like some like stale ass whatever. They don't text in acronyms. They actually like can have a conversation. Like, okay, so like some of you, this is like a very masculine dominant energy. It's kind of like new for you. You haven't, this person isn't like anybody you've ever dated before. I'm sorry, I keep yawning, guys. I'm tired. So it's like partnerships really weren't working out before this point, and it's because you were in some kind of like almost like a sabbatical. Like you needed some kind of like rest so that you could spiritually become in alignment with your highest purpose before you actually bring somebody else into your energy field. So it's almost like things were like purposely at some kind of like weird standstill. But now that you're like finding this other person, they're actually going to help to elevate you because they are very spiritually in tune. And that's something that y'all need because you're Pisces. Oh, wow. You guys, you have like really, really great cards. So, you're really ready to move forward. You got the whole world in the palm of your hands, and you're ready to go. Some of you guys are holding back a little bit because you're not 100% sure what you should be doing, but what's going to happen is whatever decision you're trying to make right now, Spirit is going to show up at the last minute and kick your ass into the right direction. Literally go where the wind takes you. That's the advice. You guys are getting some kind of like, it's almost like a spiritual upgrade for like hearing spirit. So like, it's just like spirit communication in general. I don't see as much as like, this is like, you will be able to hear. That's what it's like. You'll be able to hear spirit. I gotta stop recording these at like 10 o'clock at night. You guys are coming to the completion of some kind of like karmic cycle this month, and that's why things are going to shift so drastically. Like you are changing up, you're on like a new karmic chapter basically. So like any of the shit that you really dealt with in this past year, it's almost like you can look at March as like this is like actually the new year or something, because it's like by the end of February, no, it's really like by the end of this week, it's really like this karmic wrap up I'm hearing. And then moving into next week, so this week is Valentine's Day week, so like moving into next week is really going to be starting like this new karmic cycle for you. Expect to be getting just like more and more like downloads about, I feel like I'm using that word a lot today. I usually don't use that word. but you're going to be getting a lot of like gifts from the universe. I mean, some of this is monetary, so like be aware of that, like where you guys are going to get like upgrades financially, but there's also like these like spiritual tools and gems that are going to be given to you to help you along the way, because like whatever new karmic cycle you're starting, you really need this new set of guidance to go by. So where before you may be more like in the physical realm, you know, looking and acting and making decisions based on rational thought, this is going to yeah, I just said rational thought in a Pisces video. This is going to take you to some kind of next level where you're going to be able to act solely out of intuition. Things might look a little bit crazy or radical, not like, okay, this is like out of your comfort zone. You normally wouldn't do this kind of thing, but it's like it's spirit pushing you to do that. So like, really just flow with it. There's going to be some kind of like financial setup by the end of the month that's going to actually help to stabilize your income. It's almost like I'm hearing like the struggle's over. Like you guys have been struggling for a while, maybe like in the financial sector, or like maybe things got a little bit hectic around January. It's going to start slowing down and you're going to have a stabilization. There's going to be some kind of like, still, this is very like, I'm hearing karmic clearing. There's like a karmic clearing happening with your finances as well. You're really going to like come out of this realizing what you should take with you into this next season of your life and what you should leave behind as far as your thought life goes, because it's almost like you're getting a whole new way of thinking. Especially in this month, it's like, I really feel like this is going to be a week of really, really clearing out, like, its old mindset that, like, you came into this life with is really getting, like, sucked out like a vacuum cleaner. And you're going to have some kind of new, it's like a new, you know how you get in, like, thinking patterns? It's a whole new cycle of the way even your thoughts work. Some of you guys have been struggling with anxiety, especially in the last year or so. That's going to actually start clearing out. It's almost like one morning you're going to wake up and all of a sudden this like that tension that's usually in your head when you wake up in the morning, or even like a depression feeling, is actually going to be gone. Just like miraculously gone. And you're going to be able to have this new clarity in your thinking because of that. Old mindsets that were holding you back from moving forward because you didn't, simply just because you didn't believe in yourself, those are going to actually be gone too by the end of the month. Like this is almost like you're going into March like a whole new person. You guys are getting like this huge, it's like I see a reset button in my head, like you guys are getting some kind of reset. It's actually to move you into some new kind of healing. Okay, so like in my head I'm hearing healing program, but it's really like because you're going to be able to help heal other people. You guys are moving into this thing of like healing the collective, like collective consciousness, healing. It's about healing the other, healing the earth, healing humanity. But it's something about like you had to go through your own healing first in order to actually be able to help other people with that. Some of you actually are going to be able to gain financial income from this new like healing modality or whatever it is that you're coming up with right now. And it's like this is going to propel you forward into some new kind of like uncharted territory that you've never been in before. There's a lot of freshness on this, but I really feel like this energy is more carried into March than it is this month, Because this month is really just focused on you guys getting like a whole new brain, I guess. But it's really about just listening to your intuition and going with that and learning spirit communication, guides, ancestors, like whoever it is that you work with, and really tuning into the universe of like what you're supposed to do next rather than logically looking at things and then moving forward. Your intuition is going to be highly, highly ignited, and there's going to be like a clean slate on your intuition. So it's almost like whatever past life shit that you guys brought in that was clouding any kind of intuitive judgment that you could make is going to be completely cleared out. It's like you're starting brand new, fresh. That's why this anxiety is going to leave. That's why depression is going to leave, because it's like that chapter is done, and this new intuition that you have is going to be what is leading you now, and it's in a way more positive outlook than it has been almost like in the last few years. So you guys have a lot of positive things coming. I'm at 15 minutes, and that's it. That's all I'm going to read. So that's it. Things are looking pretty good. I didn't get one bad card for you guys. We'll call this video the Karmic Reset for the Pisces. All right, I love you guys. I'll see you next month.